Hi, it's Yeka Marie. Today I have another pattern review to share with you. Today I'm going to be reviewing McCall's pattern M7467. I am going to be doing view A, which is this blue shirt right here. I'm going to be using this fabric to make a shirt. This is a fabric that I purchased at a warehouse in Minneapolis. And I don't typically wear a whole lot of pink. I mean, this isn't totally pink, but I wanted to add a little bit of pink to my wardrobe. Plus, I'm kind of doing a pre-mock-up with this pattern for a costume that I want to make in the future. So, here we go. Here is the finished shirt. Okay, so a few things to note before I start telling you about how I feel about the pattern. First of all, I forgot to cut a facing. I didn't read the directions correctly, and as a result I have some raw edges that might show. And I didn't have enough fabric to go back and recut the facing, so that's my fault. McCall's cannot help that I am a dork who didn't read the instructions, so there's that. Overall, I'm very happy with this pattern. It went together much more easily than I expected. It even included a couple of instructions for finishing the seams, which for those of you who follow me, that's a pet peeve of mine. I cannot stand when patterns don't have seam finishing instructions because beginning sewers may not understand that you need to finish seams, and that is a pet peeve of mine. So I'm happy that it included that. So the seam finishing was actually in the glossary at the beginning that a lot of people love to skip over. It was talked about as an overlock seam, which means serging a seam. So that was something that I was happy about. And I like the facing because that helps prevent raw edges. Oh my gosh, I hope my raw edges aren't showing. That's so embarrassing. As it turns out, my serger is broken, and I discovered that as I was trying to put together this garment. Whoa, alright, so I'm going to be getting that fixed. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this pattern for beginners because jersey knits are kind of tough to work with to begin with. So like if this is your very first sewing pattern, you might want to start out with something else. Also, there's a lot of terminology in here that you use, things like gathering, double stitching, understitching. And that's kind of a lot of techniques for a brand new seamstress or sewer to start with. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this as your very first pattern ever. But if this is your very first pattern ever, it's not impossible, just give yourself extra time. For anyone who's got a little bit of sewing experience, totally recommend this pattern. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe for updates for more videos. I've got a lot more coming this year, so I'm really excited to show you everything. Thanks!